Hi there, my name is Ty Abrams, and I am so excited to share more information about our signature program called the SHSAT Summer Boot Camp. Students come to Admission Squad throughout the entire year to get ready for top high school readiness, but we offer a phenomenal program over the summer to ensure that your children are ready for the SHSAT, which is the exam that they will have to take in October of their 8th grade year if they plan to attend one of the city's elite specialized high schools. I've prepared this video so you can learn a little bit more about our summer boot camp, and I can answer any questions you may have surrounding the program. So as I said before, my name is Ty Abrams, and I am the founder and CEO of Admission Squad, an organization with a mission to get talented middle schoolers into top high schools here in New York City. We even have some students who venture off to some of the top private schools in the country. I'm also the best-selling author of a book called Who Am I? An A to Z career guide for teens, where I help teens and preteens get ready for their careers much earlier so they can shine in the college admissions process. I'm also an ex-government consultant, and I got my advanced Regents diploma from Bronx Science and my degree in mathematics from Duke University. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and I do hope to stay in touch with you online. Now, Admission Squad is a 501c3 nonprofit organization on a mission to prepare high-achieving middle school students from underrepresented backgrounds to gain admission into New York City's public high schools, top colleges and universities, and leading career paths through test prep, parent workshops, and application advising/mentorship. We help your children to get on the pipeline to wealth generation and ultimate success. We provide quite a few programs. We actually start with students from as early as 5th grade. But for the purposes of this video, we will be centered around the HOODA Prep program, which is our primary high school readiness program. And within that, we provide the SHSAT Summer Boot Camp. So here's our flyer for the 2019 SHSAT Summer Boot Camp. This boot camp is going to be held at Brooklyn Law School, downtown Brooklyn at 250 Joralemon Street. The total cost is $1,250. That means $1,250. We recognize that this is an investment, but we can assure you that it's going to yield dividends for your children. The program is going to be held from July 8th until August 8th, and students will attend class from 8 a.m. until 2:30 p.m. There'll be a breakfast from 8 to 8:30 and a lunch from 11:30 to 12:15. And we also will have it catered. So your children will have an excellent, healthy breakfast and a beautiful lunch by one of our primary partners, which we will announce very soon. We're primarily looking for talented, high-achieving, rising 8th graders, so that means they're likely in 7th grade right now. We're also looking for high-achieving 6th graders that are heading into 7th grade, because we recognize when we start with the children just a bit earlier, they have a significant advantage. So we encourage you at this stage in the game to go ahead and sign up on our website. Sign up, sign up, sign up, so we have your information on file and we can push you through the recruitment process. Our website is AdmissionSquad.org, and we want you to specifically go to the program called the SHSAT Summer Boot Camp, and that way we can expedite your registration. As always, you can go ahead and reach us at 347-313-8378 if you have any additional questions, and of course, you can email us at info@admissionsquad.org. Now let me jump into the actual structure. I talked about this just a bit. We are actually going to only have class from Monday through Thursday, so your children will still have a 3-day weekend so they can enjoy their summers. Of course, there's homework involved, but we obviously recommend that students will finish that homework on the evening of when it is assigned so they can still have their 3-day weekend. Of course, we said that breakfast and lunch is going to be provided. We're very excited about that. There's going to be a 3-hour math class and a 2.25-hour ELA class in the afternoon. So we want to make sure that students are getting the mathematics advantage because that is the biggest jump from a content perspective that's needed. So we've kind of, offloaded some of the hours onto the math segment. 6th graders and 7th graders are going to be separate, but if a parent wants their 6th grader to be in the same class as the 7th grader, we can also make that happen. We have some very advanced sixth graders who might actually make more sense for the upper level class. So we can have that conversation. There's going to be 2 assigned interns, a math instructor and an ELA instructor for each cohort of 15 to 20 students. And finally, our instructors are all teachers in training. They are either in master's programs to become teacher certified with past experience, or they already have their teacher certification and they're seasoned veterans. So we have a rock star team that's going to be with us for the summer. I will also personally be on site. There might be just a few days where I might not be there, but for the most part, I will be very hands-on and more than likely teaching your children. So I'm super excited about that. I feel I'm a phenomenal mentor, and students are going to learn a lot in a very short amount of time. Finally, if you do need transportation, we encourage you to email info@admissionsquad.org to see if we are in a position to provide, let's say, a Metro card or some other group coordination in regards to travel. And finally, we encourage you to promptly pick up your children at 2:30 p.m. Because we're not going to be able to stick around for much longer than that. So whether the child is going to be navigating home on their own, or they're going to actually have a driver, or if there's some other arrangement that needs to be made, we do need to adhere to the 2:30 p.m. end time because we're not going to be able to be in the building for much longer than that, okay? So please go ahead, navigate to admissionsquad.org, go ahead and sign up as soon as possible so we can, again, push you through the registration process, and we can obviously have the conversation from there. If you feel that you are in need of scholarship money, meaning you need some of the program costs subsidized, we do have the opportunity for a 25% scholarship, a 50% scholarship, and in extreme cases, a full scholarship. But we would need documentation surrounding the financial need, and we would also need to understand how the child is performing because it is both a merit and needs-based scholarship. So we do look forward to hearing from you if you feel you fit that description, and we can design a package that works best for your needs. The other major plus is every student who attends the program is going to get a copy of my book. My book is actually called Who Am I? An A to Z Career Guide for Teens, and every last student who attends the program is going to get a head start in their career success journey. The book features successful teens, six-figure generating careers, all of the baseline tips that you need to know to actually be savvy as a high school student. So quite a few of our students who have my book, who've graduated from our program, they have a solid resume. They've already secured internships at top tier firms. They're already networking. They have business cards. Do you know that? Some of my students have business cards already. They've actually gone on to start businesses because they've seen the mentorship and coaching from myself and my team, and they're starting to emulate that success. So we do hope that your child is a part of the program. We're going to have career coaching incorporated into the program so students can start to think critically about what their future holds. My philosophy is that you should not go into college without a game plan. So we want all of our children, even at the middle school level, to have a clear understanding of why they're choosing a certain high school, what end game is going to be in store for them, meaning, what college, what majors, and specifically, what problems do they want to solve in the world, and how can they find a company that they can go to that will marry their gift, skills, and talents that will allow them to thrive. So if you want that opportunity for your child, this is another added benefit. Now, if you are someone who runs a program, who would love to have this book for your children, because we have quite a few programs that usually buy our book in bulk and they use it as an opportunity to enrich their students, I encourage you to visit tyabrams.com so we can set up a bulk order rate for your specific needs. So this picture here is actually quite a few of the folks who participated on our team for the 2018 SHSAT Summer Boot Camp. We have our interns in here, we have some of our instructors, we have a few people who weren't able to make it for the photo day, but I'm just so excited to share that these students and instructors were rock stars. And because of them, we had a 95% success rate of getting students into top New York City high schools. How's that for some success? So we plan to increase that number this year. If we can get all of our students into top high schools, that would be the goal. But most importantly, we want to make sure that we have an exceptional team. So we are going to have myself, the executive director, on site. There's going to be a site director. There's also going going to be 8 instructors, 4 in the morning, 4 in the afternoon. That's pretty much how we're going to structure it, and approximately 8 interns. So this is our target. If you know anyone who's interested, who's a high school student who would like to be involved, please send them our way. We're always looking for opportunities for the high school students to practice workforce readiness and, of course, have an opportunity to give back. So this is the top high school list. We've actually updated it for 2018, so we encourage you to just jump over to our website so you can see exactly who the top high schools are, what we're targeting. It's not just specialized high schools, although we recognize that preparing for the SHSAT is a critical part of the top high school readiness process. So that's why we have the boot camp. But we ensure that all of our parents are privy to these top high schools. They're aware of the admissions criteria, and of course, they're positioning their children for success. A school like Bard still requires an exam, so we don't want to overlook, let's say, the Bard School or Brooklyn College Academy or some other schools that require an interview or a recommendation. These processes are quite holistic. So we want to ensure that you are fully aware as a parent so that you can make the best decision for your child. The reality is, out of 435 high schools, only about 37 of them do an excellent job of getting students ready for college. For our 2019 list, we were able to find just a few more, but it still looks like only around 10% of high schools are exceptionally preparing our children for success. So we want to ensure that by you being here, your child has that opportunity to land into the top 10% of high schools. We have Jabari here, who was one of only 13 Black students, in his class year to get into Stuyvesant High School. Our company did that, and we were so proud of that. His initial diagnostic score was a 452, and we met him around June before the test, and he attended our summer program into the fall, and he was able to land a seat at Stuyvesant High School with a whopping score of 564, and he's thriving at Stuyvesant now, and we're very proud of him. We also have Alexa here. Alexa was the #1 student in her middle school, but guess what? She actually got a 13 out of 57 on her first math diagnostic exam. This score alone was holding her back from being able to place into one of the specialized high schools. After our support, only about 4 months of support, she was able to score high enough to land a seat in Brooklyn Technical High School, and she is also thriving at the school right now. We also have Kadane. I'm so proud of him. I'm still in communication with him and his family, and he is on track for college success. He's now a junior and has already gotten a full scholarship to at least 8 colleges. We're so excited for him. There's still quite a bit more time for us to identify which college he's going to go to, but recognize we are a pipeline program, so we want to ensure that our children land into the best colleges/universities possible for as low a cost as possible. And that's what we're doing with some of our students, and we're very proud. We also have Nathaniel here. Nathaniel did not place into a specialized high school, but he ended up placing into Nest+M. It's actually called New Exploration into Science, Technology, and Mathematics. And because of that, he is one of our students that's on track to become an engineer. He's already done a program at NYU. He's already been featured on TV. He's going to be working with Google this summer. I mean, I'm so excited for him. And he also attributes a lot of his success to this book. He read the book, he's been applying the principles, he's networking his butt off, and because of that, doors are opening up for him. So I encourage you to allow us to help your children achieve the same goals. In general, we have quite a few events throughout the year. We tend to have a fundraising ceremony in June for the students. We got quite a few questions from parents about the parent workshops. That is a signature part of the process for the Huda Prep families. You all will receive at least 3 highly structured workshops. One is called How to Get into a Top Public High School. Those are going to be your screen programs. Then we have one centered around the specialized high schools. Then we have your fall game plan. And the fall game plan is how you need to populate your calendar for September, October, and November to ensure that your child is set up for success. And finally, you will have a one-on-one coaching session in November to help you identify what to put on the high school list. And now parents are actually able to fill out that high school list on a website called myschools.nyc. So we will sit down with you and help you to understand how to order the programs on the high school list right before you make the final submission. We also have student workshops. So students are going to be learning about interview prep, job readiness. They're also going to have a game day at the park event during the summer. And we're also going to have top high school visits. So definitely if you're available for those, we encourage you to sign up and join us. These are the specialized high schools, just in case you didn't know about them already. We also have quite a few blog posts on our website that goes over these schools at length. We also encourage you to get the latest Specialized High School Student Handbook. So this is the most recent version right here. You can literally just Google Specialized High School Student Handbook and the most recent copy will be available to you for download. But you also might be able to get a copy from your child's school, but don't wait for that. Just Google right now, find it, download it, and get your child started on their preparation process. This is the handbook. As I said before, there are 2 practice exams within the book. So go ahead, open it up, give your child some structured study time at home that you can oversee, and get them started to fully understand how to solve these questions. It's extremely important. Here we have the most recent cutoff scores for the specialized high schools. You notice here that Stuyvesant's lowest admitted score was a 560 and the highest admitted score is a 665. The range is very similar for quite a few of the other schools. Of course, Stuyvesant is the hardest to get into and Brooklyn Latin would be the easiest to get into. But all of these schools are pretty competitive. So we push our students to get at least a 600 with us by our last diagnostic so that they are fully ready. During the course of our program, your children will experience at least 6 diagnostic exams that are proctored and professionally scored so that they can actually get a full understanding of how they're performing. So we'll know how they're performing even before the actual test, and that is a strong indicator of how they will actually perform on exam day. So I'm sure you're asking, what are the next steps? Where do we sign up? So just head on over to our website at AdmissionSquad.org. Go ahead and submit an application. Start studying the problems in the most recent SHSAT handbook and start researching the specialized high schools and other competitive screening programs. You don't want to wait on this. You want to start thinking about your ideal school for your child and likely put together a list of about 30 schools. And from there, we will help you to break that list down and land on a solid group of 12 high school programs that your child will thrive in. And we look forward to supporting you in this effort. As always, if you have any additional questions, you can reach us at 347-313-8378. You can also email us at info@admissionsquad.org, or you can check out our website to learn more about us. Now, I look forward to seeing your child's application, getting in touch with you, and being able to support your child in our summer program. And we're so excited about what is to come.